will be all good. Let's see. Royalty-free music. I did put out a new meditation last night, or yesterday. I put up this new video, and it's a meditation for the crown chakra. So I got a violet color. So you've got the violet color. The sound is 768, which is for the 768 hertz, which is for the crown chakra. And then I added in as well. Sorry, just my monitor. My monitor isn't working. Hi, thank you. It'll be weird. I need my second monitor. I'm on YouTube. Yeah. And that's where I put the meditation. So it's violet color, 768 hertz. And then I did, let's warm up our hands. And then I did quantum healing for the crown. Like I did healing, and I did quantum to open up the crown chakra as well. So I don't know what's going on with my computer this morning. It's really frustrating. Hi. Can you hear me now? I mean, I might have to restart my laptop again and see if that doesn't cue things up. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'll be right back though, Charlie. I'm going to reboot my laptop and see if that helps everything, because it's being really weird. So I'll be back though. I'm just going to try to restart the laptop and see if that doesn't help, that it connects to the Okay, we are back. We are back. We should have all volume. I love you, Violet. We're gonna get some clarity going here. We're getting everything going. We finally got everything back up and running. Um, Now it's just a matter of waiting for the rest of everything to open up. Alrighty, alrighty. We've got a sheet. We've got a sheet to put names on. We're good. We're good. Yay! Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna read the collective reading. I'm back. Everything's good. I'm gonna do the collective reading, and then we will get into clarity cards for everybody else. Okay. So we've got a lot of decisions that we're making right now, but we've got that magician, the magical energy to pull it all together, right? So here we're looking at between staying in the place where we're comfortable versus branching out into an area where there's maybe a bit of a adventure, right? Where we might be able to put it, but it'd be a risk because this is the unknown, right? So are we going to be willing to take that chance, or are we going to stay where things are cozy but maybe boring, but safe, or at least we seem to think they're safe, right? Are we going to go chase after our dreams? So that's a big part of that. So let's see what these all come together to mean. And if you guys can continue liking and sharing, that would be really great, which reminds me, I'm going to do some sharing myself. Sharing is caring. So we're going to do some sharing. Plus, maybe then I will awaken Maud. Sorry, guys. One more. All right. All right. I sent out a bunch of shares. I've done a bunch of likes. And I got my computer problems fixed, and we're all good now. So we're all hooked up. We've got the list up on the back side. Thank you, Mayuma. We've got the gifts up, or we've got the sheet up on the back side. We've got the cards. We're all good. Okay, so first off, we got that Two of Pentacles. So let's see what our Two of Pentacles is talking about. So I need to balance many aspects of self, juggling obligations, equilibrium, and seeking harmony, right? When we're looking at anything that has a two in it, it's a decision time, right? We're looking at having to make a decision or balance. That's what the twos represent. So in this case, it's making sure that you're balanced. Whereas in this case, it's making a decision between two different things. Okay. So with all those roles and responsibilities that you've been juggling, you may have been feeling a little imbalanced. Busy much? Maybe your calendar is totally overbooked and you're feeling the stress of being stretched in too many directions. You may be feeling the need to better balance dualities or opposing aspects of your life. your time alone versus your time with others, or your material life versus your spiritual life. So how can you bring balance into your day, or into your life, right? So creating that balance. I just decided I would do a quick little peek and see what I have on for today, so I have my times correctly. Okay, so with this one here, we're just trying to balance. We're not making sure that we're not investing too much of our energy or finances, resources, whatever it is, into one area, that we're maybe not paying attention to the other area, right? Like that being too materialistic and not having enough spiritual stuff in your life. So then we've got the Two of Wands. Okay, so the Two of Wands, like I said, is about making a decision. And it's going to be a decision between what feels comfortable and safe, and planning your future, making progress, activation, possibilities, the choice between your comfort zone and new adventures. So you need to make a choice to really do that thing you want to or not. You can dream it and envision it, or you can begin to live it. Planning and imagining can have us feeling like the observers of a dream, and our action is the only way to bring that dream to life. It's time to choose between the wand that is cozily rooted in the place you already know, or the one that leans into new and exciting possibilities. Take a deep breath, because self-initiated change can be scary. It's beautiful, right? If we keep doing the same things over and over and over and over again, we're going to get the same things, right? So if we're going to keep doing the same and getting the same, like that's the definition of an insanity, right? So we need to be looking at what slight changes can we make in our lives that are going to bring us closer to the dreams that we wish to manifest. So envision it, feel it as if it's already here, and then do something every day to move you towards that goal that you have. So this is the Magician, was the final card that got pulled for the collective reading. So the Magician. Skills, natural talents, powers of manifestation, creativity, resourcefulness. The Magician brings forth a powerful message of creation and potential. You are magic, and you are, right? When you take and you ask yourself, who am I? Right? And you realize you're not just this body, you're not the thoughts, you're far bigger than that. And when you connect to your consciousness and you keep going back, you connect to the source consciousness. It's like the concept of the sun and you being one ray of light coming from the sun. The sun is the source of all of that light. But down here at the very bottom of the light, you are still connected to that sun. You are a part of the whole. And that's how each of us are with source energy. We are a part of the whole, which means we have access to the whole. So you are magic. You have everything you need to succeed. Badass manifesting energy from the cosmos, all the skills you require, they're at your fingertips. Beautiful creator, go create. Activate the magic in your veins by focusing your energy, willpower, desires, and actions. When you consciously step into your personal power and decide to shape the material world in this way, every breath in and every breath out is an opportunity to carve new meanings and new perspectives into reality. So take that energy. Make sure that you're not giving too much energy to one specific area in your life. 2, that you're really reviewing that adventure and maybe taking that, being brave and stepping out on that, because you're magic, and whatever you pursue, you have the ability to create in form. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful message for us this morning. Okay. Hi, Abhi. I'm doing cards, so really what I was going to do is ask who wants a card. Who would like a card? And I can put you down on the list for a card. Okay. We might have a short morning. Good morning, Mayum and Joanna. All right. So I'm going to go back to my page. Good morning, Queen Bee. Aki. All right, so we're doing some clarity for Monday morning, okay? And I appreciate all the likes and the shares and everything. I put you on the list, Queen Bee, right away. So we've got a short list. There's only 6 of you in the thing right now. I don't know what this is. A weird Monday morning. Weird Monday morning. Normally Monday mornings are happening. Usually Monday mornings are like really, like there's a lot of people that are, coming on. It's really interesting. Yep. Just first is Mayuma. So Mayuma's getting her card or cards first. And then after Mayuma is Joanne, and then you're next, Abby. So you got the Hierophant in protection mode, and then this lovely 2 of Pentacles came back out for you. So the 2 of Pentacles, remember, that's about balancing, right? Making sure that you've got balance in your life. And I know that's probably hard for you with, having all the babies that you do, right? So the Hierophant, I have the hiccups. The Hierophant is talking about outdated systems or ways of thinking, dogma, rebelling against societal norms, abuse of power, stagnation, ego-based leadership, and need to connect with spirit. So the concept of these 2 cards together is creating that balance, right? Reconnecting with spirit. That maybe you're too focused on other things that, like too focused on the cultural norms, and they're holding you back. They're like a limiting belief from this cultural norm. And this is telling you to reconnect with spirit or find balance within your life, right? And so looking at creating that balance. The Hierophant, like when we're looking at like cultural norms or paradigms or limiting belief systems that are holding you back. So this is what this is asking you to do, is just definitely connect in with that, with your higher self, with spirit, with source, to see what of those limiting belief systems that you have, that those cultural norms or paradigms, and how you might want to shift them so that it's more beneficial for you. It's more healthy for you. Healthful for sure. Good morning, Julie. How are you? Yes, I'm doing very well this morning. Good Monday morning to you. I do not know where my mods are or the rest of the crew is. No, like it's a very quiet Monday morning. Hi, honey mama. How are you, love? I'm vacuuming your room. Nice. All right, so Joanne's cards is next. That Magician came back out again. But we've got the Hanged Man in protection mode, and we've got the 10 of Cups. Now, this 10 of Cups is very much the wish fulfilled card. This is stuff's coming to fruition. It's beautiful energy, beautiful energy. Okay. Then we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man in protection mode. Let's see what he's talking about. So stagnation, self-sabotage, holding on to something that isn't meant for you, stubbornness, and a tendency to be a martyr. So we want to look at that energy in combination with this card. So it could be that your, whatever stagnation you have, if you change your perspective on certain things, this is what's going to come to you. Because this 10 of Cups is a beautiful card, beautiful energy. All right, and let's see for Joanne. So this 10 of Cups, community, love, soulmate, harmony in relationships and family, divine connections, heart opening and expansion, wholeness. This card has powerful energy of connected hearts, giant love, and devoted acceptance. Often seen as the one big happy family card, it's a giant yes for relationships and sunshine. Good morning, sunshine. Sorry, it's supposed to be relationships and love, but reading Jenny's thing saying sunshine. But it's the giant yes for love and relationships. And it predicts your fairy tale ending. And hey, you get to decide what this soulmates and unicorns endings looks like. Allow your heart's expansive energy to pour into all your connection, including those with your community. So do that, but make sure that you're, whatever that stagnation or stuck energy could require you just to shift your perspective and look at things from a different light. Maybe take someone else's perspective into consideration for whatever that stuck or stagnant energy is. And that's going to allow you to navigate towards this giant yes, one big happy family, love, relationships, all being very positive for you. Okay. And you have magical energy to be able to bring that to form. Okay. So that was for Joanne. After Joanne is Abhi. Okay. And then after Abhi is Queen Bee. And if anyone else wants a card, just let me know. Oh, look at the cards. The cards keep coming up the same. I keep getting a lot of the same cards. Look at the Hanged Man and this one. Both of them came out again. And we've got these two cards. Okay. So we're getting a bunch of the same cards. My weekend was great. It was a quiet weekend. I didn't interact with anybody besides on the phone. I meditated for a lot this weekend. Sorry to hear you're having a lot of stress, Jennifer. So I'll do some updates. There's the word, updates. Can I shuffle again for you? Well, I have these cards right now. But I'll put Jennifer. No, it's not done. I haven't read your cards yet. I'm just going to I will shuffle the deck when I'm done, before the next person. Okay. So I've got Jennifer, Jenny, Rennie. All right. So these are the two cards for Abhi. Okay. So we've got the Four of Cups. Now this can be that you're quite bored with what's going on in your life right now, that you're just not really, like it's like the same. And you're just like, what is really there? And this is asking you to look at what is magical. It's like looking at it, doing a gratitude list and look what you have to be actually grateful for. And then you've got this beautiful Page of Pentacles. So I'll read to you the Page of Pentacles for you, Abhi. Okay, but just remember that is also backed with this energy of missing opportunities for abundance. Sorry, this one here. Missing opportunities for abundance, a time to meditate, frustration and boredom, being a brat, not appreciating what you have, apathy, introspection, stability leading to boredom. So that's that kind of that stable energy of it's just the same. So then you end up being quite sad, or feeling quite bored, or feeling like things aren't going well for you. So that's what that energy is of that card, but it's asking you to look at what you actually have. You have a beautiful day, Mayuma. Thank you for the gifts. I love you. So the Page of Pentacles, this is for Abhi. Manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambitions, skills and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage, a beginner, earth magic, making plans a reality. She holds her mandala with a curious heart and roots into the bedrock to begin understanding the manifesting essence that we all hold. Remember when you thought you could be an astronaut? Go ahead and ground that energy before it dissipates. We activate practical magic with our hopes, and we pull energy up from the earth to bring it to form. Progress happens one life stage at a time, and while you must anchor into the details while simultaneously keeping your head in the clouds to dream. There may be pieces that still need to fall into alignment, but that doesn't mean they aren't going to arrive. You are in the perfect place to figure out how to make your prosperity a reality. Seek confidence and dependability, and remember that you hold this power no matter where you stand today. New perspectives and upgrades of consciousness are on the way, so use your plans for the future and expedite its arrival. I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams. Okay, so really this look at what you have that's going right in your life. Envision what you want, how you want your future to look. Then, feel the feelings of it already being there for you. And each day, take little steps towards your goal. Take steps towards your goal and watch it come to fruition. Okay, so after Abhi is Queen Bee. Okay, so we have Queen Bee. And then Julie and Jenny. And if anybody else wants a card, just let me know. Thank you for the likes and the shares. I appreciate that. Hi, Alex, playing in TikTok land. How are you doing, love? So our announcement time. I gotta fix up my announcements here. So we can get this one, full moon. And this one is just checking, guys. Gotta do the announcements. If I'm not doing announcements, who's gonna do my announcements for me? More than likely, nobody. Okay, just wanted to make sure I had the right date. Okay, so let's do our lovely announcements, and that way there, everyone will be caught up to date. Good morning, love you. Always return to the breath, and remember how amazing and magical and powerful you are, and then go do it. Just go do it. Cass is good. Cass is good. Cass is a happy pup. We went for a little walk this morning, maybe not as long as he would have liked to have gone for this morning, but we went for a walk this morning. Okay, so the announcements. The next meeting with the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe is on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then June's calendar is coming up, and I'll post June's calendar everywhere so that everyone's aware of what we're doing for the month of June. The next session for the Divine Feminines is the full moon on June 4th. Okay, so the full moon on June 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is this coming Sunday, is the date that will be on. So Knights of the Round Table, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. The Divine Feminine Healing Collective, full moon in Sagittarius ceremony, June 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern. I just finished doing the Divine Healing, 4 p.m. Eastern Wednesday. Yeah, perfect. June's schedule is going to come up a little bit differently so that any of the meetings that we do in the Divine Masculine Healing Collective during the week will be at 7 p.m. And then we'll do the ones on the weekend will be the ones where we come in and we do like a 4 p.m. or a 1 p.m. or something like that Eastern. Just because I know that for some of you, you're not in the Eastern time zone. So it makes it a little bit harder to join. Aw, thanks. That must be all the grounding and earthing that I've been doing. I planted my garden this weekend, which was really nice. I'm feeling really positive. I've been having so much fun with with the quantum regression and integration. Hello, Mel. Hello. The quantum healing that I've been doing has been just amazing. Like if you haven't signed up for a session of the quantum healing that I do, please do. Like at least join me. And there's been a few that have put their testimonials out. Like Helene has put a testimonial out. If you look at my Divine Healing podcast that's on Spotify, the Divine Healing podcast, the last episode that was put up there was with Helena Miles, where she talked about the sacred journey with me. So my sacred journey healing package, that's a 3-month package, or you can buy it session per session, by each individual sessions as well. But so it's a 3-month package, 6 sessions in that 3 month is the sacred journey. We establish safety, we create a container, we do soothing and resiliency, inner child work, shadow work. We do a quantum regression integration therapy session. We do a bunch of things within that group, and we have amazing results, absolutely amazing results in dealing with your trauma and mental health and recovering. Then I have my quantum regression and integration therapy. Now this has I can't even say enough positive things, Mel. I cannot say enough positive things about this therapy. about being able to, so because it's quantum healing, when I'm doing quantum healing, like even when I'm doing healing here, we're working on the quantum level, we're working with the energy bodies. So whether that's your physical body, your spiritual body, emotional or mental, we're working with the energetic bodies of those components. So we're able to really eradicate trauma, addictions, anything that's holding you back or keeping you stuck, vows, contracts, any of that stuff. I'm able to get to the root cause underneath of it and get rid of it. It's so huge. Like imagine what you could do in one session, let alone if you went with a 3-month package and did 12 sessions. Now, one session, you could do that one session, standalone session with me. You got a couple of days after that session in which to connect with me if you need anything. But when you're doing the 3-month package, then that means in between each of the sessions, you have the ability to connect with me that entire 3-month package. So that's why it's just slightly a little more advantageous to do the 3 months, because you're going to be getting session after session after session after session, which is going to really, really foster a huge amount of change for you. Every single thing that's in your body that you're stuck with, we can eradicate it. We can eradicate, well, at least 12 different things, which is great, which would be lovely. It would be lovely. So top 3 gifters on the channel get a opportunity to win a free reading this month. Next month, I'm going to be changing it, and the top 1 gifter for the whole month of June is going to get a quantum integration session. Is going to get a quantum regression integration session. So next month's going to be a lot of fun. Good morning, Selma. How are you, love? So we're just doing some clarity right now. Might do some healing in a little bit, get some quantum healing going there. I'm just talking about how absolutely fantastic and powerful this quantum healing is. And even if you're not ready, definitely share it with anybody that you know that could be ready to do those sessions, because in one session, you could get at the source of your anger that you're holding on to and completely eradicate that from your body and transform that into like love, compassion, whatever it is. And from that moment on, live life just entirely differently, not weighted down, not tied to that past through that emotion of anger, right? Think about that. So yeah, really, really awesome. But I love you guys. So good morning. All right. So we've got that. We've got the two announcements for the divine feminine, the divine masculine. We've talked about quantum healing. We'll talk about it more, I'm sure. If you want to work with me, I have a free clarity call, so you can always just join up with the free clarity call. So Queen B is card now. Is Queen B's card. Whoa, I like that, Queen B. Let's see if there's anything else to come out for a message. Good morning, Ricky. Oh, that one came out again too. So I think we've got a lot of people who are bored with the status quo, or bored, like I think it's almost like you're just bored a little bit with waiting for the manifestation to come to fruition, right? It's like, how patient do I have to be to watch this, to see this arrive in my life, right? That's the kind of energy that's coming up here. And that's followed by the 9 of Cups, which the 9 of Cups is the wish fulfilled card. This is everything that you've been manifesting, everything that you've been wanting, that you desire is coming to you, right? You're full of cups, like the wish fulfilled card. But you have to get past that set, like it's just right now. It's just not just yet. Not yet, but coming, but not yet. So maybe the way to do it is going to be to shift your perspective so you don't feel bored or stagnant or stuck in this space. Start looking at all the beautiful things that you do have within your life to open yourself up to have more come into you. Okay, so really, really great energy for you, Queen B. So that's bored energy, though, that stagnant, feeling stuck, or, maybe a little bit impatient, but it is coming to you. That everything that you've been working towards is coming to you. Just keep focused on the prize. Focused on the prize. Hi, John. I'm sorry to hear that. You should set up a call with me. I can definitely help you with your anxiety, and quite possibly in one session, depending on how much is what it's all rooted within. But the quantum regression and integration therapy. And I can also give you some resiliency and soothing techniques that could be beneficial to use for that, John. Okay. Definitely can help you with that. Alrighty, after Queen Bee is Julie. Still don't know where my mods are. Just confused. I'm confused, guys. I'm confused. So Julie's card. Firstly. Yes. We've been getting a lot of same cards today. That would be really nice. Really nice. Just give me a second. I'm going to try something. Okay, they were both active on Facebook at the same time. Now I have to get off of Facebook because otherwise there'll be like shiny things, just like squirrels. I did. I checked up on them. I sent them a message on Facebook and said, "Hey, where's my mods at?" Right? I'm gonna have to text somebody at this point. Be like, "What is going on? Where are you?"
Disney Plus.
Nope, not there. Alrighty. Get that back on. Summon the mods. We'll all summon them. I'll put their names on here, and we'll call them in. we'll do a manifestation ritual. So Julie, the cards that I got for you is the Six of Pentacles, and also this one came out again. The Ten of Cups. So this is that one big happy family card, and the Six of Pentacles. I saw a message come up and I thought it was them, but it was not. It was not. Everybody send them a message. Everybody send them the live and share the live to Melinda and to Salasia and Damia. We'll just everybody send the lives to those three over and over again, and they'll just be like, "What the heck is going on here?" I love it. So Julie, you got the Six of Pentacles in protection mode with the one big happy family, Ten of Cups in the upright position. I'm going to read what the one card here is talking about. The Six of Pentacles in protection mode. We'll read the little message from that. So one-way flow of abundance, over giving or over receiving, hoarding and holding on to what you have, choosing not to help, being uncharitable, selfishness, ulterior motives, or the inability to accept help. So if you want this one big happy family, you have to be open to receiving it. Right? We can't always be give. We have to be open to receiving. Just like we can't be take. We have to give at some point too. So that's what this is talking about, is making sure that you're open to receiving as much as you're open to giving, that there is that two-way transfer of back and forth, right? So that we can step into that good flow. And when you step into that flow, everything's coming to you. This is the beautiful, beautiful one big happy family wish fulfilled card. Just beautiful energy. You just have to be willing to receive and not just give. right? Don't extend yourself too much. Okay. So that's the message for that. Alrighty. After Julie is Jenny. Is Jenny still there? It's a weird Monday. I don't even understand. I don't understand this Monday, guys. Normally Mondays are hopping. Normally Mondays. Good morning, Steve. How are you, love? I love you too. Normally Mondays I have like really awesome attendance, and my mods are typically here too. But that's besides the Let's burn a leaf. Right? It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's like Monday is a Sunday. Well, you know what? It is Memorial Day in the States today. So it is technically a holiday in the States today. So maybe that's what it is. People are like, I'm not hanging out getting clarity on a Monday morning because I don't need it. It's second Sunday. It's second Sunday today in the States because it is Memorial Day. I might have just figured out what the problem is, guys. Right? All right. So Jenny, we've got this lovely Ace of Swords, which is this a massive amount of inspiration and ideas coming to you, right? So just another manic Monday. Melinda, it worked, guys. It worked, guys. We manifested Melinda. We manifested Melinda into the we talked about Memorial Day, and boom, we had an American in the chat. We did it. Yes. Power to the people. Hi, Melinda. We were summoning you. We were just about to do a burning ritual and be like, we got Faye Hu on here, and then we're just going to have Melinda, and Salasia, and Damia. Look at, we just got the 3 names on there. Right? That's all. We were just getting ready to do this part because we were like, I don't understand it. I don't understand Monday when there's no mods on a Monday. That just does weird for me. So we're going to call in some mods. Call in the mods. And so be it. Right. So be it. We've got one. I mean, Keita was here, but I don't know where she went. She could still be here. She's being quiet if she is. So mote it be. As above, so below, so mote it be. Blessed be. And so it is. It is done. Now I just need to see Damia and Salasia show up. Quick, everybody, spam them. All right, so we had Jenny's card. So Jenny was getting a ton of inspiration, a whole bunch of ideas, all of this creative energy and thoughts coming in. Okay, so these 2 cards were in the protection mode, though, looking at the Queen of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. So I'll read what the 3 of Pentacles, like what the reverse message is for them. So the 3 of Pentacles is talking about difficulty working with others, a need to listen, selfishness, pushing your own agenda, not trusting your partner's ability, ego clash. So definitely make sure that you pull your ego back when you're working with other people. There's going to be some conflict there. And then the Queen of Swords in protection mode. So sharp and sometimes cold communication. Strive to use your words wisely and refrain from being mean or emotional. Indifference. A message to use your head more and your heart less. Aloofness and bitterness. So these two energies, just be careful with, that you're being cautious, that you're not being too cold, too distant and aloof, that you are being a bit emotional and not nice. So, it's beautiful energy here. She's very strong and analytical and smart and all of that. But, sometimes it can be a little bit tough, right? Have you ever worked with somebody who could not be helped? I can only help people who are willing to help themselves. So I have given, I've had the ability of giving the package, right? So I've allowed, every time that I do the divine healing, I end up awarding one person that participated in the entire divine healing with a 3-month package. And I have done that before, where I have awarded somebody with a 3-month package, and they've only taken one session of the 3-month package and then haven't taken any more sessions. So whether that's because they're too afraid to do the healing journey, not willing to do the healing journey, stuff like that. Like, there's something that's holding them back from going forward. And that's where, unfortunately, I can only do so much. I can give you all of the information, but if you're not the one that's putting in together doing the breathing, right? If you're not doing the breathing exercises, then I can't help you in that moment, right? So there's that ability for it. But with this new quantum regression and integration therapy, I really honestly don't think that there's anyone that I can't help, as long as they're willing to partake in the session and go into it just being open-minded. Because it's not like we're going into hypnosis when we do the quantum healing sessions, but you're just getting yourself into state. So you're bringing yourself into a really nice calm space, okay, where you just really relax into that. Like when you take a nice big breath in and then you let that big breath out nice and slow, and you relax into that calm space. We relax into that space, and we're working with the energy bodies. So we're trying to keep the brain out of there from saying, this doesn't make sense. So we're just working with the energetic bodies, and staying in that calm space. And, as long as you're able to, just go with what's coming up with that and allowing yourself to be free with that experience, the results are amazing, like absolutely amazing. If you could, like for me, I'm thinking like if I had that huge thing with not being good enough, right? If I could get to the root of my not being good enough in 1 hour and never have that bother me again for the rest of my life, I would pay $300 for that. I would pay a lot of money for that, because think how much it affects your life, right? Between affecting the relationships that you have, affecting the work that you, like everything that you go for in life. If you think that you're not good enough, right? Like that's a huge thing to hold you back in every space in your life, whether it's your career, your education, your friendships, your relationships, whatever it is. Thinking that you're not good enough would hold you back in all of that. If you're carrying around that burden of anger, right, that's eating you up inside, because it doesn't do anything about the people that you're angry about. Like, it's only hurting you, right? So with that huge ball of anger, if you're willing to do the session and you can alleviate that anger, you spare yourself from illness, right? From disease being created because you're stuck in chronic fight flight. Allowing yourself to, good morning, Mama 5. How are you, love? Right. So it's a beautiful thing to do. Good morning, Nana Nikki. Look at Mel came on and Melinda's here. Like we're starting to get things going. It was a weird Monday morning. My laptop was being all wonky. I got up early too, and I went and I sat outside for half an hour and meditated. I took Cass for a walk. That's why he's having a good old nappy poo on the couch there. But yeah, so, like it's removing that weight from your body too, right? Like the weight of carrying around anger, the weight of carrying around, not feeling good enough, like all of that stuff is just like, it's huge. It's huge to be able to alleviate that in an hour session. Like that's the biggest thing, is the results are fast, right? It's not that you're spending, 6 months or 6 years, or you're doing talk therapy every week for, months and months and months. It's one session can eradicate it, and like that, like so fast, right? So you pay for fast results. You pay for immediate results. So yeah, it's an amazing session. Okay, done. All right, so after Jenny, we don't even have anybody on the list. Who wants a card? I realize I don't need nobody. There's nobody that wanted a card after Jenny. Mel, perfect. Thanks, Melinda. Mel, definitely mom. High fight for good and abs. Well, I like it. I like it. All right, so we got Mel, mom of 5. We're trying to put it 6, and I fixed it. All right, so Mel, you got the Hermit and you got the Ace of Cups in protection mode. Okay, so let's see what the protection or the reverse Shadow Seer position, the Shadow Seer of the Ace of Cups. Let's see what that message is. A time to nurture more self-love, making sure you aren't repressing your emotions, opening up to the possibility of love. Okay, so this is what this is, making sure that you're opened up to the possibility of love. And I'm pretty sure that you are. I mean, you might be being closed off a little bit right now, but I think you need to open yourself up a little bit more. Give yourself a more self-love, way more self-love. Hiya, abs. I'm having a wonderful day. How are you? How's your day going? So the Hermit, let's read what the Hermit has to say about all of it. Okay. So inner reflection, meditation, contemplation, soul searching, inner wisdom, spiritual mentor, finding your guide within, taking time away from the chaos of a busy life, hermiting. Definitely could love yourself more. It's time to make space for your sacred aloneness and self-care. If you are feeling disconnected from your spiritual north, this time of solitary withdrawal will help you to connect with your own compass. Soul purpose, spiritual awakening, and deep inner wisdom spring from this energy. Sometimes we run the risk of being so introspective that we lose our connection to others, or worse, we can dive so deeply into our stories of struggle that we inadvertently begin to believe that our wounds will be a part of our forever identity. It's one of the best things that we can do is let go of that story, right? Let go of that story that we're tied to. Right? If I sat here, thinking I'm a victim, woe is me, everything happens to me and I don't have any control over anything, then I put myself in a very powerless position of just letting things happen instead of stepping into my power and recognizing that I control my life and what comes to me, that I am a very powerful person, and so are you, right? We're all very powerful. And give yourself more self-love. It's very, very important that you fill your cup up first. And once your cup's all full, then you can go and spill it over to everybody else, right? Hi, Chrissy. How are you? So Mama 5 is next. Mama 5 is next. And I'm not sure who's watching on there, but hello. Yes. Yeah, let it go. Hi, love. How are you? Well, we've got some pentacles. We got pentacles in protection mode for Mama 5. Okay, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I'll read what the Shadow Seer messages are for both of these. Welcome back, Keita. Welcome back. Pentacles. So Pentacles are in the material realm. Okay. I love you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. See you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. So I'll read these. So the 9 of Pentacles in the Shadow Seer position is a need to evaluate your relationship with work. It can indicate material success while feeling alone, a workaholic, the realization that money alone will never be enough, financial delays, the pressure to appear more successful than you are. So this big energy combined with financial stress, being self-absorbed, smothering others, helicopter parenting, overindulgence, work-home imbalances, and materialism. Hi, Michelle. How are you, love? So there's a lot of energy, stress around finances within these. Whether you're all work and no play, you're too focused on the material, you know, I would take a nice warm bath. I would take a nice warm bath. And I'm going to do some energy healing today. So I can send some your way. Okay. So being stuck in that energy, right, of feeling those financial stresses. And, you know, it can be really hard when we're struggling financially not to get absorbed in that, or not to, you know, step into that oh no energy, right, and get really worried. But if your energy, if what you focus on, you bring to you. So if you focus on the fact that you have a lack of financial support, or, you know, a lack of finances, if you focus on that, then you're putting more energy onto that, right? Yay, Michelle. I love it. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to be dealing with, right? So that can keep you stuck in that energy. Looking at, you know, envisioning how you want things to be and holding that, right? Like that, I can imagine. Right? So seeing the money, always sitting in that faith of knowing that the money is always going to be there. No matter what, the money is always going to be there, right? You're always going to be provided for, and trying to step into that energy. Because if you're in that fear-based energy has the potential to cause disease and illness in you, and also bring negativity to you. So by putting yourself into a state of, it's not about false positivity, recognizing the situations that are there, feeling the emotions that you're feeling, and navigating through to solution based whenever you can. But you might as well hold on to that energy of it being here, exactly what you want or need or desire is there for you, rather than sit in that negative energy, which can just bring more illness to you, right? And hey, Misty, how are you, love? I'm going to pull Michelle a card, and then after Michelle, I'll pull Misty a card. Love you guys. I'm glad you're doing well. So yeah, I have been talking, you know, like yay. Yes, definitely, Mama. So I'm very excited about my quantum healing. And I'm very, very. Good morning, Salasia. Did we get you out of bed finally? Aw. I love you. Love to you, Misty. Love to you. Oh, I guess I should not stack my cards and get them all mixed up and grab all of them. I left half the deck. I do love Dolores Cannon. I do quantum regression and integration therapy, who I trained with somebody else to do. And I also, 10, woohoo. Oh, I just slightly messed up, but, and other things that I just know. So I do a lot of different quantum healing, that from just knowing how, you know, through channeling or through information from my guides. But then I did take quantum regression and integration therapy training, which I love, right? Which I absolutely love. So Michelle, we've got romance and we've got the wish fulfilled cards. Like, this is some pretty powerful energy. Okay, so we've got, I don't know if you're looking for romance, but it looks like it's coming in abundance. But let's see what these two, what their little messages mean. Okay. The Knight of Cups and the 10 of Cups. For Luke Scott the Third is what his name is. He's the one that his system is called Curit. So QRIT is the system that is his system. Yeah, I can put you on the list, Kita. All right, so the cups. So this one here is looking at a classic romantic, a passionate soul, artistic tendencies, creativity, wearing your heart on your sleeve, seeking connection, being in love with the idea of love, and chivalry. Right? And then 9 of Cups, right? 9 of Cups. The universe is gifting you your desire, choosing joy, manifested dreams, gratitude, and abundance. Oh, thank you, sweetie. So we've got beautiful energy between these two cards of your wishes being fulfilled and that love coming in, chivalry, romance, right? So a lot of beautiful, beautiful energy that came in for you, Michelle. I don't know if you're looking for romance or if you're looking for abundance, a plenty, but they're coming into you, the both of them. Okay, so very beautiful energy with those two cards. All right. I got you on the list. Ooh, it could be a new love. It could be a new love, but it could be the old love too. Yeah. And you know what? That's probably depleting your, like, without realizing it, being in fight or flight, right? For, having your trauma response or your stress response being fired right now with the stress that you're under is going to deplete your immune system. Your immune system's not going to be functioning correctly, right? So if you want, definitely, Jan, you're on the list. So next I was going to pull for Kita and then Jan and then Misty. Okay, and then if Nana Nikki wants a card, I'll put you on the list for a card as well. I'm going to just throw those cards, just all of them. So first, Kita. Try not to throw all the cards, though. Hi, Erica. Card, Nikki. Okay. Yeah, anyway, since I started doing quantum, like the healing that's been done is absolutely amazing. I know that Helena has talked very openly about, the amount of healing and what happened when she went through her quantum sessions. I know that Melinda has had some amazing results with her quantum sessions. So yeah, and Kayla, I think, would like a card. Thank you, love. She's got you on the list. My mod was fast. She's like, I saw Kayla's name. You're on the list. So perfect. Okay, Kita. And Kita, do heart-focused breathing. Okay, you're welcome. I want your reading. You got romance and love, and you got romance and love and the 9 of Pentacles card, like everything, or sorry, the 9 of Cups card, like the wish fulfilled cup. I'm going to take your reading, Michelle. I'm going to claim it. Yeah. So doing the heart-focused breathing, Kita, will heighten your immune system for up to 6 hours, right? So do that heart-focused breathing to kick your immune function, like to elevate your immune function. Okay, like at least 3 minutes of it to get yourself into that, and anytime you can, just drop back into that. And like I said, I'll do some healing, some quantum healing here at the end of this, but all righty. So we got this 10 of Swords energy. We got some other energy that came up with it, but I will I'll go through them as needed. So the 10 of Swords energy for you, Kita. right? So this is talking about painful endings, a crisis, being stabbed in the back, an opportunity to find deep healing, an opportunity to find hope and resilience. So the Ten of Swords comes to us in times of blinding truth, when delusion is lifted. Sometimes the truth is painful because it indicates backstabbing or personal loss. This card can mark an abrupt end to our current path and a jarring resolution in the form of a broken relationship, a blocked dream, a fractured partnership, or a discontinued career path. While these endings feel severe in the moment, the most potent seeds of hope are always planted in their place. Remember that our wounds teach us about our greatest strengths and illuminate our innate ability to heal. Your dark night of the soul will be met with a beautiful new dawn that is filled with more light than you have ever experienced. Remain open to love and joy as you process this ending and look to the sunlight that awaits. Watching the sun peek over the horizon is the highest task of a bruised heart. I am healing every day. Now, the other cards that came up, I'm going to do just the reading of their brief little thing. So this one here was being non-committal, lack of progress, learning from past mistakes, procrastinating, and not bringing plans down to earth. Okay, so that's, what's maybe fueling this, right? That healing needs to be done. That healing, that it needs to be done. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands that also popped in here for a second, which is speed, velocity, travel, making split-second decisions, an upcoming positive resolution, haste, and good news. And then the same thing with the Chariot. The Chariot is definitely that very fast-moving energy. So the stuff that's going to be happening is going to happen rather quickly. Okay, victory, speed, action, determination, harnessing and uniting opposite energies, success, travel, confidence, willpower, control. So there's a lot of successful, fast energy that's coming at you as well. So hopefully all of this stuff that you're working on right now with the courts, that there's going to be like a really fast decision being made through the courts, and that'll get that all cleaned up for you. Okay, and moved on. Yeah, some tough energy with that, right? But you are going through a lot, and I hope that the court hearing goes really well. And like I said, that they resolve it really quickly, and for the best interest of those involved. Okay, so after Kita is Jan. Hi, Fancy. I feel like we need to like amp up the energy. We need like party energy this morning. Hi, Fancy. All right, Jan's cards or cards, whatever comes out. We'll see what comes out for Jan. Yeah, we're doing cards right now, and then I'm going to do some healing. I'm going to send out some quantum healing for part of this morning, send you on your way with a beautiful energy for a Monday. Look, we actually got to daily number 98, and I like that we have 40 members on the team. Like, well done, guys. Yeah, I don't know, Jan's card's being picky. Let's switch. We're going to switch up for a second. We're going to switch up. Yay! Cute little heart me. Jan's card is being really stubborn, guys. Hi, I'm never Jan. It's like Jan doesn't need to know. It's like, but Jan wants to know. Let's. Okay, I shuffled them a lot. Jan. Okay. Jan, are you going through a heartbreak right now? Are you going through some tough energy? Hi, And the reason why I asked that is because the first card that came out finally is this card here, the Three of Swords. Painful separation, loss, heartbreak, an opportunity to heal, shadows coming to light, finding inspiration again. So heartbroken, she falls to her knees and screams to the universe for a second chance. Separation can come in many forms, from the loss of a relationship or identity to the disintegration of belief, purpose, or goals. Separation from what we thought we had can mark painful moments in our lives. But that's combined with the Queen of Cups. So energetically, like emotionally, you're going to be okay. You're going to be able to handle whatever this heartbreak or, you know, this loss of whatever. Aw, thanks, Misty. They're so pretty. But you're going to be emotionally fine with that. And then we've got the World in protection mode as well. So I'm going to read the Queen of Cups little message thing. Her little thingy. So extremely intuitive and highly attuned emotional intelligence, love, compassion, sensitivity, strength, empathy, leading with heart, healing. So the Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive characters in the tarot, floating in her dreamlike state of connection. She asks you how well your emotions have been serving you lately and reminds you that you have the ability to connect on a much deeper level. Feel and accept your emotional intuition. Listen closely as a way to understand what is truly going on and ensure that other people feel heard when you communicate with them. Devote time to their emotional cues and see the divine beauty in all of life's experiences. So whatever this heartache is, you're going to be emotionally, you're going to be intuitive, you're going to be emotionally able to manage whatever comes up. And then we've got the World in protection or in shadow position. So the World in this is talking about taking shortcuts, a need for closure, a need to follow through, stay focused in order to complete an unfinished task, a delay in plans and unmet dreams. So there's a lot of powerful energy there with those cards. With whatever this heartbreak is, you do have the ability to navigate beyond it and have things turn out correctly for you. Just stay focused and listen to your intuition and allow, you know, and try to be just compassionate. Keep that compassionate energy going towards others right now. Okay, and then everything will turn around and turn out just fantastic. Just fantastic. It might be just a bit of a rough patch. All right, I'm going to have some coffee. Yeah, and I mean, when we look at the first card, like the something ending, it could be a limiting belief, like getting rid of a limiting belief and deciding I'm not gonna follow that thought process anymore. I'm going to, you know, believe in myself more. I'm going to, you know, whatever it is that you're letting go. Let's say you thought money was the root of all evil and you finally worked through that and are like, no, money's just energy and I'm energy and I can get money whenever I want. So still, it's going to turn out to be fine. You're going to learn to rely more on your intuition through the process of it anyway. And like I said, that World being in protection mode, it doesn't mean it's coming. It's just that stagnant, like little bit of paused energy. Yeah. Alrighty. After Jan is Misty. Hi, Miss Keebs. So what's everybody's plan for this week? Who has something we can celebrate? Who's working on something, you know, that they want some support? Like, how can we support each other? How can we cheer each other on? What stuff do we got going on for people? Misty is next for a card. Welcome, Misty. Hi, Sandy. Nice. Hi, Brenda. I love that. I love that. Well, let's see what we can do to... Nice. More rocks, more rocks. I love it. Hi from beautiful Newfoundland. Aw. Alrighty. So we got two pages, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, but the Page of Swords being in protection mode. And we have that packed with the Fool in protection mode as well, or in shadow. Right? Let's all go to the creek and find some new rocks. Or to the beach. All right, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Fool. These two being in shadow position. So I'll read what the shadow position is of those two cards. So for the Fool in shadow position, naivety, assuming you already have the answer, rash or impulsive choices, lacking experience, analysis paralysis, and foolishness. The Page of Swords in protection mode is talking about arrogance, gossip, nervous energy, being all talk and no action, and dishonesty. Okay, so these two cards partnered with this Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambitions, skills, and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage, a beginner, earth magic, making plans a reality. So great energy beyond these two. So these two here being, you know, that maybe you're a bit hesitant, stuck in analysis paralysis. If you can somehow, you know, allow yourself to align your vision with the feeling of having it and then taking those steps, even if it feels like a risk right now, take that leap of faith. The pentacles are going to come to you. The money's going to come to you, right? And this here, like staying out of gossip, like that negative energy of right, like that unfocused, sorry, not unfocused, that arrogance, right? The gossip, nervous energy, being all talk and no action, and dishonesty. So that could be somebody around you is dishonest, but that could also be that you're not being honest with yourself, right? And that you are being all talk, no action. But part of, you know, doing this is putting it into action form. It's not just about dreaming and thinking, like thinking and dreaming. There actually has to be some action. But once you put it into action, pentacles are going to come to you. Like pentacles are on their way. So beautiful, beautiful message for you. All right. After Misty is Nana Nikki. Nana Nikki. And then after Nana Nikki is Kayla, and then Brenda. Okay. And I appreciate everybody for your likes, for your gifts, for your sharing, for all of that. You're welcome, Misty. Yeah, I don't really gossip. I don't really do that anymore. And people find it weird. Like they find it weird talking with somebody that's not talking about everybody else, right? To have conversations with somebody that's just happy with the way that it is. Right, I'll talk about myself and the things that I'm doing, or talk about like big ticket things, right? Like those kind of things. But yeah. Ooh, we got some tough energy here. Choo choo choo, Nana Nikki. So we've got Tower. The Tower is that things are moving fast, unexpected changes, like lots of stuff coming in. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So this is the one big happy family. Like this is like everything. Like this is the beautiful energy of this card, but it's in protection mode. So let's see what that in protection mode means. Maybe it's just being afraid. Like, do you have plans or dreams, but you're just a little bit hesitant to chase them because you're worried that they won't come to fruition, right? One of the things that, you know, is believing in yourself, right? Believing that those dreams that you have, that they can provide for you, because they can, right? You can be you can be abundant and prosperous in that. Right? You can do it. You can do it. That's the energy. You can do it. All right. 10 of Pentacles. So this 10 of Pentacles, typically, good morning, love. How are you? Right? This one here is typically the big one, right? Oh, baby, this is the big one. All the love, joy, and abundance that you can muster. But in protection mode, it could allude to chasing luxury and status, financial loss, or negative energy around wealth. Yay, Carol. I love it. I love it. And definitely believe in and love yourself and sign up. Like, honestly, if I could work on my, on my limiting belief systems like that, yeah, definitely. So on my website, if you go to my profile, it has my website listed there. And on my website, everything's up there, all of the different things that I do. So you'd be able to sign up through the webpage there. And it accepts different types of payment plans as well. So this tower energy, unexpected things changing swiftly. But it doesn't necessarily, it could mean like there's a financial loss. It could mean that there's a loss of something, but it's going to shift you and propel you into the space that you need to be in. I'm going to read the Tower card. You're a shining star. Look, we got rising star number 25. How the heck did we do that? What a great, wow, guys. I don't even know how we got there. All right, so the Tower card for Nan and Nikki. Unexpected change, chaos, the rug being pulled from beneath your feet, beliefs challenged, new awareness and perspectives, destruction, being unsure of who you are. Whoa, buckle up and expect the unexpected. Sometimes we resist change to the point that the universe shifts in a destructive and chaotic way that fundamentally changes how we see our reality. There is a strange beauty in this deconstruction, as all of the elements for a better life will be found amongst the rubble. Use this moment to rebuild something foundational, something extraordinary. Trust that you will be held by the universe and you will become stronger and more resilient as a result. Tower moments are powerful, moving, shifting, expanding. The Tower energy in your life marks a period when you get to reevaluate, redirect, reestablish, and realign. It's magic in the disguise of unpredictability. The brightest of lights will pierce through the pandemonium of change that you are experiencing, and you will find your beautiful, rich, and blazing potential in the darkness of the Tower. In chaos, I move towards the brightest light. So this energy, I long time ago, I was working at a job and they hired a new girl. And when she came in, she went to them probably within a week or two of being there and told the managers all these lies about me. And they ended up calling me into the office and firing me. So I was devastated, being wrongly terminated and just really upset with what they said because it wasn't true, but they wouldn't believe me. They just decided to take her word for it and fire me, which I couldn't understand because she was just new there. Why you would believe what the new person was saying versus the employee that'd been there for a while. But anyway, the whole thing about it was I needed that to happen because that job was so toxic. We were so micromanaged. I couldn't even email a colleague without having the manager pre-read the email to make sure that what I was saying didn't make us look stupid in any way or, anything like that. So sometimes those big things that happen, they seem huge. I remember feeling just absolutely devastated. I was bawling my eyes out oh my God, I've been terminated. Oh no. But it needed it to happen because if I hadn't got terminated, I wouldn't have left that job. I would have stayed at that job for a long time because I wasn't a quitter, right? So I would have stayed there. Hi, Joss. This lovely lady, I know her well. Yeah. So sometimes we won't move. God needs to take it from us, right? Things need to be taken from us or we need to be pushed or else we wouldn't leave, right? So if you didn't get terminated from the job, you wouldn't leave the job. If the person didn't break up with you or if they didn't cheat on you, you'd never leave them. You need that kind of big thing to happen to propel you into the next stage, because we wouldn't just do it on our own. Yeah. And then you look back in hindsight and you're like, wait a second, that which seemed bad was actually the best thing that could have happened to me. Like absolutely the best. So after Nan and Nikki is Kayla. How are you, Joss? How are you, love? Hi, Liz. Welcome. Welcome. Hello, love. So let's see what the cards are for Kayla. The cards are being... Oh, I like it. I like it. These are good cards together, Kayla. Really good cards. Well, look at that one pop back out again. You're welcome. You're welcome, Nana Nikki. It is, like it's true. I mean, my ex, who I stayed friends with for a little while, but he works, in a very male dominated, like the boys club kind of job. He went with his daughter and got his nails done. Did a mani-pedi with his daughter, and he actually got his nails painted like this seafoam blue color, and then went to work in this space with trades, and he ended up getting laid off. And he feels that it was because of his nails, because like people started treating him differently and were saying things and stuff like that. So he ended up getting laid off. But one of the things that he came to recognize was he would have never left that job. He wasn't going to just up and leave that job and move on to something else, even though, he knew that he should. Like it had run its course. The time of that job had definitely run its course. He needed that to happen because he wouldn't move. So luckily, him being, I'm just going to wear my nails painted seafoam blue, and if you don't like it, too bad. Me and my daughter did this and we had fun doing this, and if you've got to hang up about a guy having his nails painted, that's your problem. And it was lucky that he decided to stand up for that, and then ended up getting laid off so that he would shift into a different career. Otherwise he never would have left, or who knows how long it would have taken before he finally would have moved on. So sometimes the things that happen to us that seem bad actually aren't. They're just what needed to happen, because otherwise we wouldn't have moved. So that's some good energy. So for our lovely Kayla, we've got this beautiful energy here. And this one here, I'm hesitating because it was kind of like sideways, whether it was in protection mode or not. But this does definitely have a lot of celebratory energy. So with this one here, right? It's beautiful having your nails. Hi, Pete. Hi, Pete. Love to you, friend. Yes. Sometimes bad things have to happen because we wouldn't change if they didn't, right? Sometimes it's in our big struggle, right? Like if you thought you had the love of your life and then that relationship broke apart, in that pain, that might be the time when you say, okay, what do I need to do to change me? What do I need to change in me so that I'm not going to go through that experience again? And then you start to pour all the love into yourself and you go on this, this self-healing journey. But you wouldn't have done that if life had have been just okay. Like we put up with a lot of mediocre okayness for a long time before we move, when sometimes like we need, unfortunately, I could come and say, hey, you know what? Come spend an hour with me and I'll help remove that limiting belief system that you have there, or I'll help you get underneath that trauma. And you're like, yeah, I know I should work on my traumas, but I'm okay right now. And then all of a sudden, a year or two down the road, you end up with an autoimmune disease, and you're like, crap, I guess I should have healed then before I got this diagnosis. I should have worked on that stuff then. But then you get the diagnosis and you're like, okay, time to go on my big epic healing journey. And luckily enough, we're magical and you can heal. And through quantum healing, you can completely eradicate like a ton of stuff, whether that's, Oh, I'll pull you a couple of cards, Carol. Chrissy, sorry, Chrissy. I don't know. Saw Carol flip up with a like. We'll put you on the list. I have a mod on the back for once. She's gonna put you on the list, Chrissy, for sure, for sure. Okay, so let's get the cards going for Kayla. We got these 3 beautiful cards. We got the 4 of Wands. We've got the 7 of Wands. So we've got a lot of like energy, like decisions, like mental energy here, right? This one here is talking all about, you know, celebration, prosperity, an important event or milestone, gathering of souls, kindred, stability in home, relationship, and sometimes signifies marriage. The 7 of Wands card is talking about challenge, grounding and protecting yourself, movement and growth, creative innovation, remaining ahead, feeling vulnerable, a sign to continue to share your ideas, self-expression. So, and then we've got that beautiful wish fulfilled, the big card, everything coming to you, right? So whatever ideas that you have or however you're stepping into your light, you probably feel that, you know, some of these ideas that you're bringing to the forefront, you know, maybe people aren't 100% backing you on them, or you feel like, you know, some of the decisions that you're making, maybe you're shifting careers, or, you know, you're bringing something new, new into the world, and, or you're changing and you're going through your healing journey and you're starting to implement boundaries or stepping out of the limiting beliefs that have held you back, or maybe some cultural or family, belief systems. And there's going to be people that are going to try to pull you down off your perch as you're healing, because they want to keep you in that position that they're comfortable with, because they either get to use you, take advantage of you, or they don't want you getting up there, climbing real high and getting away from them, because it's just putting a light on what they're not willing to do. They're not willing to do the healing. They're not willing to do the work that's necessary. So you're just shining that light brightly for them. So they'll try to pull you back down, typically for those 2 reasons. Either they like the position they have you in because they can take advantage of you in some way. You know, you did not having boundaries worked really well for them. Then you have this, you know, the other energy of, well, you're getting too much, you're showing them what they aren't capable of doing, right? But keep going, because there's a celebration that's coming. And whether that's because you're meeting your soul tribe, or because you're aligning with your perfect mate, and, you know, all of that is coming, and you're going to get married. There's all of this beautiful, joyful energy that's coming, and a wish fulfilled, all the wishes fulfilled. So keep on that path of healing, and don't let anyone pull you down. Just don't let anyone pull you down. Whoa, could be the big one. Could be the big one. Keep positive energy. Keep positive energy. I love that. Well, you have a beautiful date. I have not been on a date in so long. Oh my gosh, guys. We all joke around about, like, I have a couple of girlfriends. Like, we're part of the Girls Dogs Hike Club. So I have my dog and I go hang out with him, and that's that. But I haven't been on a date in like a long time. It'd be funny. Okay, so next is Brenda. Okay, then after Brenda, we have Carol, then Liz, then Christy, and then Pete. Okay, so first, you're welcome. You're welcome. Have a wonderful date. Wonderful date. All right, Brenda, what does Brenda have? And hello. Date, what is that, right? Aw, thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Definitely, if you don't know what services that I have, you can always go and look on my website. It has pretty much everything listed out there. But there's also, on the very top of it, there's a clarity call, which is just a free clarity call that you can sign up for. And that you can find out more information about what I do. It's a free half-hour call, or, you know, up to half-hour call for us to talk about what I do, how I would help you, and go with that. Go from there. All right, we got one card. Brenda. I feel like we need another one, though. I feel like there's something else in here. Whoa. Beautiful. Huh. We got lots of great energy. We got lots of great energy for this. So the first card was the Knight of Swords, and I really felt that there was more energy that was going to come, like more, that there was more that needed to come out for you. So first we got the Knight of Swords, then we got the Two of Cups and the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. So this can talk about a beautiful union of two people, right? Just beautiful, loving energy. It could be soulmate energy here. It could be just a really like a really beautiful partnership. This is nostalgia. Could be somebody coming from the past, actually someone from your past coming and meeting up with you again today, or just that you're going to be remembering and reminiscing about the past. And then this Page of Wands, this is like a ton of beautiful inspirational energy. I'll read a little bit of those and the shadow position of this card. So the Knight of Swords in shadow position, what he's saying is, so unfocused and scattered energy, impatience, acting too quickly, the need for a logical solution, feeling held back by frustrating circumstances, stalling, being hard-edged and emotionally unavailable, unpredictability. Odin is all about my, all right. Right. So that's, just a lot of strong energy, like that unfocused, scattered energy and being impatient, right? Sometimes when we're waiting for that dream to manifest, we really do get impatient with it coming to us, or when we're looking for resolution to something that's been happening, right? And let's say we're trying to manifest, our perfect partner, and, we've went on some dates and the dates haven't been all that great. We could be getting really impatient with it, or stress, or just, maybe tying ourselves off, being a bit more emotionally unavailable. So I'll read a couple of these other ones, like the Page of Wands. I think the Page of Wands is some really good energy. So this is that explosive creativity and infectious enthusiasm, ideas aplenty, creative new beginnings, a newfound inspiration, honing a new skill or passion, curiosity and trying new things, gifting yourself permission to dream, great energy for creative ideation and brainstorming, and a youthful spark. And that's combined with this beautiful Six of Cups energy and the Two of Cups energy. So we'll read both of those, just the little messages from them. So the Six of Cups is nostalgia, reconnecting with people from the past, harmony, themes of your life, inner child and future self. So it could be an indication to do some inner child work for yourself as well. You're going to have this beautiful sparking of lots of ideas. Okay, just try not to be impatient with the ideas that come up. Now, this Two of Cups energy is romantic partners, soulmates, connected hearts, passion, kindred spirits, joyful connection and cooperation, union, sometimes marriage, duality, love consciousness. So there's a lot of powerful energy here between that beautiful relationship energy, this ignition of all these beautiful ideas coming to you, that reminiscing about the past, maybe doing some of that inner child work. It's just not being impatient while you're waiting for all of this stuff to come to you and to come to fruition. Okay, just try to stay a little more patient while you're waiting for it to arrive. Okay, so after Brenda is Carol. So Carol, and then after Carol, Liz, then Chrissy, and then Pete. And then we're going to do some quantum healing today. Now, it's not the same as the quantum regression and integration healing. When we do that, this 10 of Pentacles has been coming up like repeatedly today. And if you want a card to come up between the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, just beautiful, beautiful energy. So the 10 of Pentacles is the wish fulfilled card. Like this is just wish fulfillment card. And for Carol, you've got the Queen of Wands. This is like an abundance of creative energy. This is passion. This is, divine feminine, creative, like, just imagine just that energy. Like if you were to like really get into some good music and be dancing and grooving and in that flow, right? With that beautiful, beautiful energy and all of that, those wishes coming towards you, like one big happy family of pentacles, spiritual abundance, like all of the abundance that you could want coming to you, right? Following all of this beautiful creative energy, these great ideas. And then we've got the Hierophant. So I'll read what the Hierophant is saying, number 5. Okay, you're welcome, Carol. So this is tradition, a lesson, spiritual leader or guide, enlightenment, awakening, in service of spirit, formal education or training in new paradigms. Now, if you're looking to open your spiritual gifts, there are definite ways that you can do it. Now, I've taken to meditating a lot more. And, meditation is really huge. The opportunity to silence your mind, to allow yourself to connect to source, to connect to that source energy is really huge. And shutting down the mind, because we're not our thoughts. We're the observer of the thoughts, just like we're not our body. We're the spirit that is housing the body during this incarnation. But if you want to open up to your spiritual gifts, using the doing quantum regression and integration can help you with that too. Because what it does is it'll look at the energetic body and what is blocking that. And that could be something that's been blocking you from a past life, because we can access the quantum field. Time and space is irrelevant, because all of time is happening in the perpetual now. So we can access that and we can work on opening you up for those gifts. So if that's something that you're interested in, the quantum healing that I do can help you with that. It helps with traumas. It helps with addictions, with all kinds of things. If you have some limiting belief of not being good enough, it can help get to the root cause of that and eradicate it so that you can live a full, healthy life. So it's just really beautiful things to do. But I'm going to finish reading this Hierophant card for you, Carol. Okay. So formal education, training and new paradigms. As you search for your divine truth, you create frameworks of belief that help you to expand your consciousness and ground your faith into this reality. If you've been stuck in an old tradition or structured way of acting or being that is no longer serving you, it is time to let it fall away in order to make space for a better version of you. The Hierophant serves as a gateway between divine source and the seeker, so be open to new paradigms, perspectives, and teachers in your life. Look to the patterns around you and strive to understand your own internal compass. Know that while there is wisdom in the teachings of the mystics, the voice of your own heart is the one voice that matters the most. Find the wisdom of the heavens within. I am my own guru, and the guidance I need is rooted in my faith, my belief, and my unique essence, right? Just absolutely beautiful, beautiful energy here. So lean into yourself, into your own inner guidance and your own inner wisdom. Feel the spark of that creative energy, the inspiration come forward, implement that, and everything that you desire is coming to you. Everything that you want is on its way to you. Okay. Just a beautiful message for you, Carol. I love it. I love it. All right. After Carol is Liz, and then Chrissy, and then Pete. And then we'll do some healing as long as nobody else wants a card. And I thank you all for the likes and for the shares and for the gifts. I appreciate you very much. You guys supporting me is what allows me to continue to do this, to continue to show up every day and provide guidance and clarity, or giving healing towards for everybody. And I was just thinking about that last card though, with the Hierophant, and just a reminder that, that card has some great messaging for us to look at. What are our belief systems? Like when we inherently have been raised on, like when you think about something like the pyramids, okay? So our belief system, that they've tried to, sell us through school, and our education is where we see it. So in the education system, right, when you go to school and they teach you about the pyramids, they teach you about, that these rocks were cut and that they rolled them along the logs. All of these men, like pulling with ropes and pushing and putting it across this, this rocks or this log system where they just roll the block across the logs, right? That's how they built the pyramids. Even though they've known for many, 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 many years that that's not the truth. That's not true at all. There's no way that they would have enough men. Like when they first were doing some research with the pyramids, they used the Caterpillar company, which builds big equipment, heavy equipment. And they had the biggest equipment that Caterpillar manufactured on site with the pyramids, trying to create the pyramids again, using heavy equipment. And they couldn't. The biggest equipment that Caterpillar had could not lift the blocks and move them. So they had to create an even bigger machine. So Caterpillar was, funded to create an even bigger machine to be able to move these blocks. What they found in the end, like from the research that they've done through boring into the blocks and stuff like that, is that they were poured into forms on site. That the blocks were poured and formed on site, and that's why they were able to build them so close. So question the belief systems that we have, right? Question what you've learned, because the information, and they're still teaching that information. They're still teaching that these pyramids that came from technology that we can't even duplicate it yet. Like we haven't been able to duplicate it yet. When they bored into the center of the rocks, they found hair and elements that we don't even have here, that they can't even get a hold of. So, always be questioning your belief systems, right? It's important to do that. Okay. So for Liz, we've got the 7 of Cups in protection. Well, we got a lot of protection messages for you, Liz. The 7 of Cups, though, as I believe, is where we're basically into that analysis paralysis, right? So being blocked by indecision, fear of making the wrong choice, and overwhelm. We also had the 9 of Swords that came up for you, Liz. And the 9 of Swords in protection mode is talking about fear, right? Deeply anchored fear, the inability to think clearly, inner turmoil, negative self-talk affecting your self-esteem, an opportunity to actively begin the healing journey. So the cards are calling you out that you need to be doing your healing. You need to be doing your healing, okay? And make sure that you're not keeping yourself trapped in that fear-based thinking, right? Fear and faith occupy the same space, right? It's a belief in something that hasn't come to you yet. When we sit in that fear space of the fearful coming towards us, right? We just cause illness to ourselves, injury to ourselves, because we throw ourselves into fight or flight, right? We put ourselves into altered states in our nervous system. Good morning, sweetheart. We put ourselves into alternative states with our nervous system, which is dis-ease, and puts us in a position where we're going to get sick, right? Our immune system's not functioning correctly, all of that stuff. And if what we focus on, we have the ability to bring to us, then by focusing on fear, we're going to bring more stuff to be afraid of, more stuff to be fearful of, all of those things that we don't want to come to us. So shift into faith and just focus on that. The stuff that you wish to have happen is going to happen. And if it's not happening exactly as you want it to, at least hold on to that. It's all part of the plan. There's something that you need to learn through these struggles that you're having that is going to be essential in the next stage of your life. So for me, if I'm struggling financially, then maybe the reason why is because I need to learn to manage my finances better, or I need to, work differently, right? So there's that. I love it. Thank you, sweetheart. So, make sure that you're not in that situation. The last card is the Magician. The Magician in the protection mode is talking about unused potential, latent talents, questionable intentions, manipulation, selfishness, unfocused or creatively blocked energy. Love you, sweetheart. Thank you. Right. So if we are, that's just about focusing, right? Really needing to focus your energy on what you want. And making sure that you're not blocking yourself, right? You're not blocking yourself from things coming in. And if we get into that fear-based thought, we will block our manifestations from coming to us. I always say, like, whatever is meant for you won't pass you by, and that's true. It won't. But we can delay its arrival. We can delay how it comes to us. Like, we can really create some issues for ourselves by holding on to fear, and by focusing on the wrong things, stuff like that, right? So just be careful. Just be careful there. Make sure that you're on your faith. You're in your faith zone. Okay, Chrissy, we're going to see what we can't get for Chrissy for a couple of cards. Look at that, guys. Number 30, good star, rising star number 30. Good job. Good job. And we're at 20K for likes. Definitely. You're already on the list. Salasia caught you come in and drop a gift, and she's right on the list. Right on the list. All right, so Chrissy. Oh, I like it. I like it. Let's see. We'll get you one more card. Perfect. Okay, so we got one protection mode, 2 in the upright. I'll just read the little message from this one and this is for Chrissy. Okay, so I'll just read the one little 8 of Cups in protection mode, and then I'll talk about the Page of Cups and the Chariot. So in protection mode or shadow seer position, it talks about walking away and then regretting your choices, feeling stuck in your current reality, fears that block your momentum, escapism, and avoidism. So a lot of times we avoid or numb out because we just, oh yes. How did you transition out of that space? Because I feel like you did. I feel like you didn't stay in that space. You allowed, yep, let it go, right? Why allow him to continue to affect your current day, right? Because that's what we end up doing. And like you said, because you said your deceased husband for what he did to you. So being mad, it wouldn't hurt him at all. He's deceased, right? So the only one that we punish is ourselves in that. But so it's good that you were able to navigate through that and let it go and be like, all right, I'm over it. I'm past it. I'm done. Let it go. Right? So this one here, that walking away and then regretting your choice or feeling stuck in your current reality, that is also with the Page of Cups. Now this Page of Cups is the dreamer, okay? And it's serendipity, creativity, new unexpected trajectories, magic and synchronicity, an open and joyful heart, sensitivity and naivety and romance, being motivated by innovative ideas. So there is serendipity and magic here, like the first breath of love at the very first kiss. Anything is possible at this time. Be open to wildly wonderful miracles. This is the When Pigs Fly card, and holding it in your hands is a sign that unforeseen yet fortuitous events are coming your way. Bring childlike enthusiasm to the unknown and welcome any unexpected twists on your journey, right? Ah, yes. Definitely make sure you have the opportunity to express that. And he heard you. He heard you loud and clear, Carol. He did. But we also, Chrissy, we have the Chariot. Okay, so packed with that When Pigs Fly energy, we've also got speed, victory, action, determination, harnessing, uniting, opposing energies, success, travel, confidence, willpower, and control. So whatever you let go of, you're going to recognize that it was in your best interest to let go of that. Success is on its way. It's coming in, and it's coming in fast. And it's going to be like so fast and so amazing. It's really going to feel like that pigs just flew. Like you're just going to be like, wow, like I wasn't expecting it to happen like that. It's just, it pigs. So you choose who you are becoming and you run toward it with conviction and consistent motion. All right. And then pigs are going to be flying for you. So whatever you let go, it's okay. It's okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. But all right, Pete, my friend Pete. I love you, Pete. Where'd you go? Where's my friend Pete? All righty. If I don't see Pete in a second, I'm going to move on to amethyst, spiritual amethyst. Oh, and actually, shake up the coffee. All right. I'm not seeing Pete. Off to spiritual amethyst. I had a feeling that he left. I had a feeling I couldn't tap into his energy just right now. Yeah, you can ask me questions, Sadie, for sure. Possibly. So I got a lot of cards for you, and a lot of them, like, and some protection messages too. The world and protection message is okay. I mean, it's a positive message no matter what. I'll tell you what these two are in protection mode, and then we'll talk about this one in the upright position. Okay, spiritual amethyst. So the Ace of Cups in protection mode is a time to nurture more self-love. Okay, so you definitely need to be giving yourself more self-love. All right, make sure you aren't repressing your emotions and open up to the possibility of love. When we look at the Empress, this is emotional overwhelm, shutting down, the need for self-care, disharmony, negligence, being materialistic, being overly protective of your creations, and being overly dependent on others. So make sure that you're not being overly protective or defensive or overly relying on others, and that you're not closing yourself off, because love wants to come your way. Okay, then we've got the World, which the World, like I said, when it's in protection or shadow, it's just like talks about taking shortcuts, that there's a need for closure. So there might be something within this, like, was there a relationship that passed that needs to have full closure occur with it, for you to open yourself up much less. Good. I'm glad that you're much less stressed today. I'm going to do some healing in a little bit, some quantum healing. So if you want, stick around for that. Okay. But I'm glad that you're feeling much less stressed. So this is just that whole, a need to follow through. So stay focused, right, in order to complete an unfinished task. There could be a delay, right, and unmet dreams. So that's the energy from this. This Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. So aces are the initiation of the entire group, right? So for the whole suit, the aces hold all the potential. It's like the seed of potential that is in an acorn. The acorn seed has the entire tree within it, right? So that's the concept of an ace. So this one is the beginning of a new venture or task, new ideas, planting seeds for the future, great potential for success, manifesting power, ambitions, and prosperity. So freshly rooted beginnings. This ace is a powerhouse of possibility and reveals the materialization of earthly ambitions and all the wonderful things. When you seed your future by planting your very first intentions, things feel so exciting, raw, and possible, don't they? Hold on to those feelings of optimism and success, for the new start that you're welcoming to your life right now has incredible potential to survive and thrive. Your ace initiates a timeline where your future wealth, health, and material abundance are ushered in. By figuring out your soil conditions, your watering schedule, and the needs of this unique seed, you will be able to see it through to fruition. Bring your determination and dedication, and see your abundance spring to life in the form of successful outcomes, material and financial wins, and soul-satisfying well-being. With this wonderful message for good things to come, it's time to visualize, attract, prioritize, and act. I plant my goal with intentions, direct focus, and faith. Very, very big positive energy for you there. Okay, just make sure, like I said early on, that you're not closing yourself off emotionally or closing yourself off to love in some way. But I love that. I love it. Thank you, Salasia. Thank you. Alrighty. So does anybody else need a card before we jump into doing some quantum healing? You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Alrighty. Anybody else for a card? Sadie would like a card. Sadie can get a card. I am in Canada, Ontario. In Ontario. Where are you from, Taco? And I am a healer. I call myself a divine healing priestess, and that's because I teach you how. Hi, Toronto. Nice to meet you. I do a variety of things. So I am a divine healing priestess, and that means I ignite the healer, or teach you how to ignite your inner healer. I do quantum healing. I do cards for like intuitive. I was a nurse for over 20 years, and in the process of going on my healing journey, I healed my trauma, and I had a lot. I went through a burnout and breakdown and had no choice but to deal with my trauma. An amazingly gifted healer. Thank you. Thank you. No, I shuffle the cards, and depends on how I do it. Sometimes I pull a card, but usually I wait to see what card doesn't come out for you. And whatever card comes out for you, I read, and then I intuit some message that goes along with the card. Sometimes, depending on who you are, you could come in and I get touched by a spirit that wants to convey a message to you. So for Sadie, I'm pulling out some cards for her now with what feels... How did I get into this? So I was a nurse for 20 years, but I've always been interested in other things, right? I've always been interested in like herbology and stuff, and maybe that's my Mohawk ancestry that had me interested in things like of a more holistic, natural way. But I was a nurse for 20 years. And I went through a burnout / breakdown. I'm about an hour and 45 minutes east of Toronto. Do you know where Presqu'île Park is? Where Presqu'île Provincial Park is? I'm on Lake Ontario, just down past Coburg, actually past Coburg area. But yeah, not straight in Toronto. So I was a nurse for 20 years, and then I went through a burnout. I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And then after being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and struggling with that for a while, I took time off to deal with that. And when I did, all the unresolved trauma that I had came forward. So I had survived really well with my trauma by working and by education and by numbing out and avoiding and stuff like that. So when I went through, so then I ended up getting diagnosed with anxiety, depression, panic disorder, complex PTSD, and functional neurological disorder. And doctors did what they typically do, which is here's your psychotherapist and here's all your medications. But I wasn't getting any better. I still had really, really uncontrolled panic disorder. And I was just so sedated that I couldn't work. So I lost my ability to work because of the medications that I was on, but I was still dealing with all the symptoms of my unresolved traumas. And, you know, I had thought that I did okay. I was the director of nursing and helped manage a hospital. So I thought I had dealt with my trauma really well because I climbed the corporate ladder and did well that way. But I always had strains within relationships. And, you know, I always struggled with how I felt about myself. So I always used to like think terrible things about myself. I used to do self-harm. I think that the best medicine, I think that Western medicine is really, Western medicine is great for trauma when you've had a car accident, right? I think that Western medicine is really great when you have some acute injury. Hello, Gus. How are you, love? So an acute injury, I think great Western medicine. Sure. If I break my leg and the bone's sticking out, please put it back together, align it, put it in a cast, and let me, support me while I'm healing it. The the Eastern medicine, I think, is much better for everything else. Or even like when you think about in the native medicine, like we would look at healing you in a lot of different ways, right? Whether that's, like the sweat lodge, there's so many ways of connecting with nature, grounding, connecting with Mother Earth, prayer, having a great spiritual practice, using herbs and stuff instead of going to medications. It's interesting, right, that you get put on something like warfarin or Coumadin to thin your blood, and then they tell you don't eat things like kale because it can thin your blood. If they could have just given you kale and corrected you through diet, you wouldn't have to do the rest of the medicines, right? So, oh yes, doing a sweat lodge would be fantastic. I've done some circles, but yeah. I think it must be just on your end. I hope that, is anybody else seeing it black? All right, so Sadie got strength and the high priestess in protection mode. Awesome. So a sweat lodge is it's a hut, or it's a house, whichever. It's a building. It's a building that's made, and it's really hot, right? So and the whole concept, like you go through a tradition, like through a healing journey, where and there's a bunch of different types of healing journeys that you can explore, right? Like even if you went with ayahuasca, or taking psilocybin, or like taking, so there are ones where you take certain things. Yep, absolutely, Sadie. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, which I got from having been in fight or flight for too long, right? Our autoimmune disorders, they've talked about like 95, 98% of all autoimmune disorders are traced to trauma and being in chronic stress, and having our fight, flight, freeze, disassociate, being in those nervous system states, because we're not in rest and digest. Yeah, you're probably being connected by a spiritual guide trying to give you thanks, Taco. Okay, so I'm going to read Sadie's card. The High Priestess and Strength were the two cards that came up for Sadie. Yeah, your immune system, when you're in fight or flight. So when we're in rest and digest, that means that our nervous system is resting, and that we're able to heal our bodies, because our immune system can kick on board. Even when we're eating, we're in digestion. And if we're eating all the time, right? If we're eating 3 meals a day and 3 snacks, and we're constantly grazing, our body is spending its time digesting food. What we need to do is have a period of fasting, right? Like when we're in bed at night, we're fasting, right? We should be fasting for about 16 hours, right? And then eat for 8 hours of the day, and then fast for 16 hours again. During that 16 hours, that's when your immune system elevates, right? And we can do little things like heart focused breathing to increase our immune system so that it functions better, right? And you can, I like to fast for longer. I fast for 3 days. Once a month, I spend 3 days of my month fasting. So fasting for 16 hours to allow your immune system the opportunity to heal, to actually be working, right? Because the rest of the time, then it's digesting. And unfortunately, if you're spent in fight or flight or freeze and disassociate, your body's not in rest and digest, which means that your immune system isn't functioning. Your digestion isn't occurring the way that it should be. You're not getting proper gas exchange. So everything's not functioning the way that it should be, which is why we need to get back into those rest states. And we can do that by bringing, like I talk about doing heart focused breathing a lot. And the reason why I share this is because it's been studied since the 60s, this heart focused breathing. It's shared with people that are in war torn areas that have come out of like a massive amounts of trauma. It's given to them to breathe, to restore, to regulate their nervous system and restore balance or coherence between your brain and heart. When we breathe like that, it also heightens our immune function for up to 6 hours by breathing like that for 3 minutes, right? So if you can do that for 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, and 5 minutes before bed, then for 18 hours, up to 18 hours of the day, your body stayed in this heightened state of immune function. As well, while you're in that rest and digest state, right, you're present. You're not creating more disease or inflammation because your inflammation markers are elevated too. Like inflammation is up when you're in fight or flight or freeze or disassociate. So all of those things are going on. So that's why we should be practicing getting ourselves into a regulated state through healing and doing these breathing, or sign up with me and do some quantum healing or do my sacred journey, and work together on that. That was so weird. We were up at like in the 20s for a daily star, and now we just dropped right to 100, daily number 100. I don't know why it went down so fast, but that's okay. Sadie, let's look at the High Priestess. So the High Priestess in protection mode talks about keeping secrets, gossips or myths, truths, hidden agendas, fear of intuitive abilities, not paying attention to your inner voice, right? So important to make sure that you're listening to your inner voice and paying attention to your intuition. And we're not raised in a society where our intuition is really fostered, right? We're really weird. I'm going to tap on my screen and see if it doesn't change it. Sometimes I get stuck and it's just like I'm in a vacuum or something. And then I'll tap on my screen and give myself some love. And then all of a sudden it'll be like, boom. Okay. See, now I'm back to rising star number 29. Interesting. Not that it really matters in the end. It's just good that we're all here together and hanging out. So that card, the High Priestess in protection mode, was also brought together with the Strength card. So let's see what Strength is saying to you, Sadie. Okay, but we would just want to make sure that we're leaning into our intuition. Even though society wants us to just pay attention to like our 5 senses, we should be paying attention to our intuition, whether that comes up through our gut, whether it's our senses, like the feelings that we get. And you can practice or heighten your intuition by doing tests for yourself each day. You could do it with, a deck of cards and pulling a card and saying, what color of card is this card? Or what number is on this card? You could do it by, trying to intuit with flipping a coin. What is the side that the coin's going to come up on? There's lots of ways that you can test your intuition and do like these intuition tests. But just start to lean in on it and use your intuition a little bit more. So this Strength card is talking about courage, calmness, quiet strength, influence, graceful leadership, gifted healer, purity of thoughts and heart, spiritual matters, compassion, sometimes lust or animal instinct. So be brave, sweet seer, embody your light and shine courageously in the face of danger or uncertainty. As you exert your graceful influence for the greater good, there is great fortitude in your calm heart and a gentle demeanor you will not mistake for weakness when you share your gift of relentless love with the world. Allow confidence and composure to guide you toward your desires without the use of excessive force or aggression. Mindful awareness will be much more useful than rigid control right now. This card reminds you to stand strong on your beliefs and desires and to remain steady as you bring compassion to your current situation. You are powerful, and your purity of heart will be a beacon of strength and inspiration to those around you. So really a good message for you, Sadie. And next I have a card for Gus, if Gus is still there. I mean, Gus's cards were flying out, just boom, boom. I hope you're there. Hi, Able member. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Are we just about ready to do some healing? Some quantum healing? I know we had some people that wanted some quantum healing. So let me know if there's no other cards. We'll go into quantum healing and we'll do that instead. Okay, and if there's something that you want healed specifically, drop it in the chat and I will send energy directly targeted towards that. Okay. Hello. What would you like to ask, Summit? Hi, Rubes. Just waiting. We have somebody asking a question over here. How are you, love? So what are we going to, is there anyone else that needs any more cards? Because if not, then we're going to go into quantum healing. And if you have something that you want healed specifically, then just let me know. Oh, sweetie. I don't know. Is there something that you feel that you need to learn from that place? Right? If that does not sound like a good environment for you at all, I would look for something different, my friend. I would look for something different. I wouldn't go back there. I can send some energy on self-doubt. All right, I'm going to get into position then, and then we'll get this healing energy going. Definitely wouldn't go back to that job, sweetie. Like if they were insulting you and then you got fired, I wouldn't go back to that. That doesn't seem like a very good place to do. And I will make sure that I send lots of positive energy in for that. You could always sign up for a session, a quantum healing session, and we can get rid of that in an hour. And get rid of that self-doubt for you. Look at me, all tidy and neat and stuff, and putting my things back. Who's this organized person? Who is this healing? Who is this person that's doing stuff like that, putting stuff away? Take a sip. All righty. So we've got about a half an hour of healing. Okay. A half an hour of healing. So we're going to do quantum healing right now, Sony. So if you want to hop in on some quantum healing, all you have to do is be open to receive, okay? And if you have something specific that you want healed, you can drop it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to do general healing. And I like to specify when I do my quantum healing, I'm not taking things away. So it's not like I look at, say, your brain and there's a tumor there and I go in and I take that tumor away. What I look at is I look at your brain being healthy as it should be. And I use my 20 years plus of nursing. I use my knowledge of anatomy and physiology, my knowledge of systems and form and function of the human body. I see it in its perfect use in front of me. I see it functioning as it should. And I send that energy to your body. Okay, so it's like I'm sending it saying, hey, remember DNA, this is how you should look. Remember spine, this is how you should be functioned and formed. Okay, so I'm sending what it should be. So I'm going to send that and I'll give you some to your right shoulder as well. Okay, so just have to be open to receive. Okay. And I did put a right kidney. Yes, yes. Oh, Misty. Okay. I did put out on my YouTube page, I put out a quantum healing of the crown chakra. So it's quantum healing in behind the scenes. And it's partnered with 768 hertz frequency, which is for the crown, and then the violet color. So it has all of those in there, plus the quantum healing going on in behind the scenes. So definitely, if you're not following me on YouTube, do so. It's a 10-minute video. So you can follow me on YouTube there. Okay. And all you have to do is be open to receive. Soon I'm going to start combining in light codes. But I'm just working on that right now. For me, it's just feeling okay stepping into that space. But someday I will be. Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh, nice. Hi, Alicia. Yes, make sure that while you're going through this, that you're drinking lots of water. Okay, so for the rest of the day, just make sure that you're sipping on water throughout the day, because that just helps to process it through the body. Okay, and all you have to do is be open to receive. It can take a day or two for it to fully, depends on you, on how well you integrate the quantum healing. Nice. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy for you, sweetie. Fantastic. So we're just doing quantum healing here. If you want to receive it, you just have to say that you're open to receive it. That's all. You can say it to yourself. You can say it out loud. You can type it. It doesn't matter how you do it, just as long as you're open to receiving. I only send it to those that are interested in receiving it. And in my quantum healing, I take my over 20 years of nursing and I combine my knowledge of pathophysiology, of anatomy, of the function of the system. And I just see it as its perfect form and function. And I send that information to you through the quantum field. Okay, so it's just quantum energy. But you have to be willing to receive it. Just make sure that you drink lots of water. If you want to sign up, you can sign up with me to do quantum healing. Lovely. Nice. I remember Chrissy. Yeah, I've definitely grown. This whole quantum stuff came after that session that we all did together. I remember you being a part of that session. So that's a different, yeah. I've added the quantum stuff since then. Always learning and growing. So if you have a specific thing that you're looking to have healed or worked on, just let me know. Drop it in the, Oh, love to you. Love to you. Have a beautiful day. Beautiful Monday. Love you, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Enjoy your Memorial Day for all of my American friends. Enjoy your Memorial Day. Love you, Salasia. Well, I was missing my mods. I was like, where's everybody too? Where's everybody too this morning? So we all were laughing in the chat. We were like, we're going to go wake them up. We're going to, everybody spam them, spam them, spam them. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Rita. Alrighty, guys. If nobody else has anything else that they're looking for, we've done some cards for clarity. We've done some healing, which is a pretty good start to a Monday morning. You're so welcome, Misty. You're so welcome. I'll do some more, probably tomorrow. I'll do the same. We'll do some healing and we'll do some clarity for the cards and stuff. In June, I'm going to have a whole new thing set up with different times, and at different times we're going to do different things. But Monday morning clarity call, like Monday morning 9 a.m. clarity, we'll still do the Monday morning stuff. We'll still do every morning, Monday morning, because I find that everybody, aside from today was a little bit, but then it was, it was Memorial Day in the States, so maybe that's why. But yeah, just so you know, you can find out all the information about me on my website. There are, I do the Sacred Journey packages. I do individual trauma healing sessions. I do quantum regression and integration, or quantum healing sessions. I have a package for that. Plus, I also do them individually. I have the links to my Divine Feminine Healing Collective and Divine Masculine Healing Tribes on there, as well as the link to my Divine Healing podcast. So you can check out, in the last podcast episode, the week before this, was Helena. And Helena talked about what it was like to experience the sacred journey with me, and quantum regression and integration therapy, because she had a couple sessions of that. So if you're curious about what it's like to work with me, you can listen to the podcast. That's the one with Helena Miles, and find out what she feels about it. You can also look on my website. There are reviews there. And you can set up for a free 30-minute call with me if you have any questions about anything that I'm doing. But the quantum regression and integration has just been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, it would work. It would come to you no matter what. You just have to be open to receiving it and allow it to integrate within your body. Okay. So yeah, so if you want any more information, you can find out more information on my website. And I will be having my calendar of events updated for June coming shortly. So you'll be able to find out exactly what I'm doing all of the month of June. Even though with the Divine Feminine, it will be the full moon, third quarter, new moon, first quarter sessions, plus an additional session, which will be summer solstice, which is June 21st, which is a Wednesday. So we'll be celebrating that as our additional session. So all of that stuff's available, and you can find out any information that you want to about me on my website, and also set up for a free call. But I love you guys, and thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate you. And I appreciate that we had so much fun getting Salasia and Melinda up this morning. That was lots of fun. But I love you guys, and I'm going to end the broadcast.